What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Jolin and we back at it with another video. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because you know we got more on the way. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been kind of looking at these new boxing matches, man, and I've been looking like they've been looking like WWE. Now, I'm talking about these Jake Paul fights, man. Like, I know a lot of y'all like Jake Paul, and I don't got nothing against him, man, but I feel like for the last 5 years, he been kind of, ducking to get around to fighting real boxers. Now, I'm not gonna say he ain't been working his way in the ranks, and not ranks, but like working his way in the weights and going through these fighters, but I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these fighters that y'all seen him fight, these wasn't boxers. You know what I mean? We had my man Lil Nate out there getting dropped, basketball player. You had my man Anderson Silva. He was out there, but Anderson Silva, he's good with the leg work and stuff like that, but that was more his angle. The boxing, he got hands, but he's not supposed to be in a boxing ring. He needed to be in the UFC. Then we seen him fight old man Mike Tyson. Now, I wasn't sure either way how this Mike Tyson thing could have went with Jake Paul. I knew Mike was old, but I had some kind of hope inside that Mike was gonna get in there and really do it. But then we seen him, wiggling at the knees and shit. You know what I mean? So I just seen this Chavez fight, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been telling people for a long time, I feel like this shit is some WWE scripted, we gonna go and choreography and do the fight like that. Like, yes, they show us, yeah, we working out and they doing all of this content stuff and going back and forth, and they do these press conferences, and then they go into the ring after they get a lot of y'all's money, you know what I mean? And they go in there and they be hugging and clenching, and it sound like the ref is telling them like, hey man, go a little bit lighter and shit like that. I just felt like when I watched this Chavez fight, it just felt like he wasn't going as hard as he could have. It kind of felt like when Jake Paul was fighting Mike Tyson, you knew that like, hey, you know what I mean? It don't really seem like y'all going full throttle. There was some spots maybe they went to third gear, but it's never really fourth gear. And once people start getting punched on, you notice that they get in there, they start wrapping their arms around each other and telling, you know what I mean, all ear to ear and shit. And in my head, I'm like, is these niggas really like plotting on, you know what I mean, trying to make the fight look good? Like, hey, I'm gonna throw a punch and then I'm gonna block it and then I'm gonna hit you. Like, they already know it's in the script. Like, when they go sit down in their corners, they fucking coaches is telling them like, you remember the choreography for the third round and fourth round. I just feel like some of these fights is like rigged. Like, there's so much money involved. You can't tell me that these motherfuckers won't go out there. At the end of the day, these are YouTubers. These are like people that need money. You know what I mean? So for the right price, you can get a motherfucker to go out there and go act and put on a show, get knocked out even. You know what I mean? You tell a motherfucker, hey, I'll give you 10 million. You go out there for 13 minutes. Let me punch you out and I'll cut you the check. Nigga, you gonna say yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm just like, are we really comparing? They're saying like, hey, we gonna put Jake, with the real boxers now. Now that he didn't win this fight, he can actually go after, champion fighters. I just feel like Jake Paul ain't been really fighting no real boxers. You seen what happened when he went against, I think his name, what is it? Tyson Fury's brother, Tommy Fury, or something like that. And he ended up, that was Jake's only loss, but you see, when he's fighting Lil Nate, and when he's fighting old Mike Tyson and Anderson Silva and the nigga Tyron Woodley or whatever, those aren't real boxers, up-to-date boxers. He's not fighting no, Bud Crawford. He's not fighting no Canelos. He's calling Canelo out, but he already know Canelo is about a bag. He's not coming in there to act. He don't want to know choreography. He gonna go in that gym, and then he gonna put the hands on your ass. Canelo not wasting time with no Jake Paul, but I'm interested to see who he's gonna try to fight next. I heard him yell out he want Gervonta Davis. Tank ain't really worried about that. He need to go give his man Lamont Roach his rematch, because I feel like they jugged him on that. But yeah, man, I'm just starting to feel like a lot of this boxing stuff is starting to get a little choreographed. It's starting to look like they need to make the ring a little bit smaller so they can really get in there and stop all the running, stop all the clinching, and start fighting. get the money from fighting. I want to see somebody get knocked out. If you go in all of these rounds and then you walk away, nobody got a black eye, nobody got blood coming out their nose, nobody spit out a tooth or nothing, everybody's all good, like, hey man, have a good dinner tonight, man, we had a great job. They're doing shit like that out there. That's why I'm like, somebody roll the credits and show everybody who helped put these fights together, because it looked like y'all putting on a show. Y'all not really honoring the sport. You know what I mean? And I'm not even gonna get into regular boxing, because y'all know them niggas ain't really getting it in either, but I feel like that's more realistic. You know what I mean? I want to see people get knocked out. You know what I mean? I don't want to come here and niggas is paying $60, $70, $80 for these pay-per-view events and gotta go stream it somewhere and be somewhere at the right time for you niggas to go out there and be hugging like motherfucking my children. You feel me? I'm not trying to see that. I'm not trying to see no hugging like soap operas or love movies or no shit like that. I'm trying to see niggas get in them rings, put them gloves on. I don't want to see nobody saying I got some motherfucking grease in my eye. I want to see a nigga go out there and hit him like Butterbean used to do. Go in there and go knock a nigga the fuck out like Roy Jones Jr. Let me see some shit like that. Stop showing me all these celebrity boxes and people like that that's not really getting it in. But yeah, man, let me know if I'm tripping. Do y'all think that this shit is real scripted, it's fixed, it's all about the money? Or do y'all really think these people is really going out there, you know, practicing and really going into them gyms and really getting it in? Or do you think that Jake Paul should even start fighting only real boxers? He's beating these other people, he's tagging for the points and stuff, he's learning the game. Now put him in there with somebody who actually boxes, that's his size, that's his weight, that can really get in there and show him why, you feel me, you're not really doing it how you was. You prepping yourself with little niggas. Now come in here and fight some of these real people and come get one of these belts. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all. So I'm about to get out of here. So as always, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, because you know I got more on the way. But yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here. So until next time, you already know what it is and you know who it is. It's Jolin. It's Varsity. Peace.